Hi, it's Dave with DRH Acrylic Creations, and welcome to my portion of Pouring with the Fellas. Today I'm going to be doing a painting that is in the style of Tonya Mundt. I'm going to be an explanation of how I'm going about it, each step. There's the painting section, then there's the glue section, and then the filling of the glue section. If I have time, I'll show you the resining at the end. If not, I'll just show you the final product. But I am on a strong constraint here. I have 15 minutes to get it all done. So let's get right to it. Let's run through our colors real quickly. Our first color is going to be Bronze by Fire Dots, Precious Gold by PBO, Ore by This Little Piggy, Copper Plate by Fire Dots, Lemon Sorbet by This Little Piggy, Bellini by This Little Piggy, and finally Titanium Buff by Amsterdam. Second row is going to be Payne's Gray by Color Art Colored, Waterfall by This Little Piggy, Teal by Golden, Lakeside by This Little Piggy, Interference Blue by Golden, Pre-Night by This Little Piggy, and Seafoam by This Little Piggy. Our cell activators for today are going to be Lamp Black by Payne's Gray by Amsterdam, Precious Gold by PBO, and Titanium White by Amsterdam. It's mixed with 3 parts Australian Floetrol. Okay, Pillow Paint's going down now. This is PPG Multi-Pro. It's what I've been using for better than a year now, almost 2 years, and it's my go-to. This is Pre-Night. These are basically just lines for me to judge where I want the paints to go to. And the second one, this is Titanium Buff. This is what I consider my sky or water tone side. Next is the earth tones. Just a simple swipe on the back, dirty swipe on the back of my swiping tool to give me something to work with. Okay, I'm going to fiddle with the flow and the composition of this. I'm going to do several swipes and some scoop and drags just to get things to flow better together. This is the fun part for me. The idea of this piece at this point is just to keep it very, very simple, because the second part of this, you'll see, will bring it all together. Scoop and drag. If you'd like to see who does this the best as far as I'm concerned, Jessica Winterstrom is the scooping drag queen of the universe as far as I'm concerned. And you can find her here on YouTube. And just helping the flow. This next part, where I'm going to stretch out, and eventually I'll get to the point where I spin it out and get it to where I want it on the canvas. Very minimalistic idea for a design on this. Bit of spinning. Get my coverage across the canvas. Make sure it's nice and level. I love the interplay with colors on this. I couldn't be actually any happier with the way this part of the pour came out. Making sure my sides are covered. What I'm doing there is I'm just checking to see the depth of the paint, make sure there's not too much in the middle. You want it usually to be less than 1/8 of an inch. Let's take a quick look at the wet results. You can see I've got some beautiful cell work on this, and the color blend is I really couldn't be much happier with this. And the trick is going to see how it dries. It dried beautifully. It dried exactly the way it was wet. So I am feeling pretty decent about this one at this point. As a standalone piece, I would hang this. We're going to move on to part 2. Let's put some things together that you'll need if you want to try this style. First, you're going to need a glue gun. A microtip would be best, something to get a nice fine line with your glue. Second is glue sticks. The glue sticks can come in clear or gold or silver. I use gold with this one. And third, you're going to need a silicone craft mats. I got mine off of Amazon. And the reason I use the silicone mats, this style, when done with Tonya Mundt, she does it on glass, and she uses razor blades to remove the glue from the glass. With the silicone mat, it's just a matter of there's no glass you have to worry about. You don't have to deal with a razor blade, so I feel it's safer. And there's really very little difference for me. Number 4, you're going to need a line drawing. I got mine offline. It's simply vector art. If you're able to draw, even better. Then it'll be totally 100% yours. Number 5 is a spray adhesive. I used Gorilla Glue spray adhesive. It's strong. Once you get it down and it's set in place, it's not going anywhere. And last but not least, you're going to need pipettes. They're little plastic pipettes. They allow you to take the paint and fill it into the spaces you leave in your frame. So that should be a good starting point for you. So let's get to it. Okay, we're down to the final stretch. We're putting down our line art onto the silicone mat, and we're outlining it with the glue gun. Now this is a technique that takes some time. So this whole section, I am speeding it up 3 and 4 times as fast as it takes. So just expect this is going to take more time than what you're seeing here. Looks very fast, but in fact, this takes the most amount of time because it takes a steady hand, and you have to really pay attention to what's going and if you've got any stringers going, because when you lift the glue gun at any point, you're going to have a problem with a string of glue gun going with you. And like I said, this takes a little bit of time. I've cut some parts out and just getting it to the point where you can see that how the glue outline is made. And I think we're just about done with this part of it. I'm going to go into the second part, which is now removing the line art from the silicone mat. That's the reason I use the silicone mat is it's not as dangerous. You just simply go under with a swiping tool, and I'm going to flip it over on something to catch the glue and glue the back side of that line. And then placing it onto the canvas that you have ready is just a matter of finding the place you want it You have a little bit of playroom here, but not a lot. So you need to really know where you're going to go with it so you're not going to be dealing with a mess. This is a pipette. That's what I'm going to pipe the colors in. And this is pearl white. And I'll talk about this. This is consistency. My pouring medium for this is 3 parts GAC 800 to, 1 part GAC 800, the 3 parts of American Floetrol, and a little bit of water to consistency. And paints go in 1 to 3, 1 part paint to 3 parts of the pouring medium. And I'm just filling this in. Again, this is sped up. And I'm just going to flood that area so that the color is where I want it. I chose pearl colors because I wanted the contrast between the two paintings, because this is actually technically it's the second painting that's going on top of the first painting. Now you notice I left that middle part open because I got a plan for that. I have made up some colors. You can see them here. They're all different rainbow interference and pearl colors, so mixed together to get the rainbow colors. This is my observance of Pride Month, and I thought it would be a nice way to celebrate that month. I'm going to add to the end of this. I'm going to add my little trailer where the bird had flown onto the canvas. And now all I'm doing is I'm just kind of giving it a string through that. You can see that I've got that on there now. You can see that this is still wet. This is a real quick flyover. You can see it came out beautifully. And one of the things I didn't show with this, I didn't show the painting of the lines. I used one of the acrylic pens to paint those out that they were all the same shade. So I'm hoping that you found this interesting today. It's a technique that I am still working with.
Thank you for being here today. If you'd like to help, leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It's absolutely free and it really does help.
I want to thank you very much for being here today, and stick around for the next operation. These Pouring with the Fellows are going to continue basically 3 or 4 times a year. So keep your eyes out for that, and I hope you stick around for the next. Thanks for being here. Bye now.